Tierra Neubaum.
Hey guys, I'm here with John Kimmel of Frontier Helicopters, and we are going to experience the Christmas lights around Lubbock County in a whole new way tonight. John, we're going to go up in this helicopter. You're doing tours this entire month, so how can people sign up and how does this work? Alrighty, well, we'll check in with you guys a little bit later on in the broadcast. If you want more information on how you can come check out the Christmas lights from a helicopter view, just open up the Fox 34 News app. Back to you. It almost gives you chills when you walk in here and just to see it. So how do you think that this entire facility helps the performance and the success of your athletes?
Well,
that is so incredible, and what an exciting day for all of those students. It's such a big step, a big commitment, and really exciting. That's the fourth year Lamesa High School has celebrated its college-bound seniors, and I want to point out that a lot of students there you saw were heading to South Plains College. Well, that's where I was supposed to be for look around, but you know, I'm in for James this morning.
She joins us now from the campus police station. Tierra.
Good morning, James and Kristen. This is the scene of the crime, and it's been relatively quiet out here this morning. Officers coming and going just throughout the past hour and a half or so, continuing to do their job after the crime that happened here last night. Police report early yesterday evening, Texas Tech police went to make a student welfare check. It may help ER doctors to play video games. University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine researchers discovered those are amazing. I'm pretty sure I have chocolate on my teeth right now, but that's okay. Okay, where are the antioxidants coming from in this recipe? Here's something that may get you moving more. A new study published in the Journal of Circulation indicates sitting for a long period of time could be bad for your heart. We've been talking about all of the bodily functions this morning, Alana, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
But this is a very informative exhibit, and it's opening tomorrow. What can the community expect, and who can come out and win? Oh my gosh. And the anchors have some of that chocolate mousse back at the station with some of these strawberries. Guys, what do you think about that? It's pretty delicious, right? This is a new football season here for you guys, a fresh start, fresh school year. How have you guys prepared for this?
The energy in here is ecstatic. This is so much fun. Big rivalry game tonight. Monterey takes on Coronado, 7:30. Guys, I'm gonna send it back to you.
What a beautiful establishment here, Candy. Let's start off by talking about this in-house herb garden that you guys have. So where can people find this throughout the menu? Two elementary school principals were arrested in Wichita Falls on charges of failing to report sexual abuse to police. 35-year-old Cindy Sue Underwood was booked, then released on $1,000 bail. Federal agents report there's no evidence a Border Patrol agent was murdered. Agent Rogelio Martinez suffered serious injuries. Our Stacy Reichard with a checklist on what you need to know to have a smooth ride through your tax prep. Yesterday we saw the harvesting process of grapes, Mike, and today we're here at the winery. So what do you guys do with the grapes once you receive them? We're continuing our wine tasting experience here at Trilogy Cellars, and we've moved from a single varietal wine to a blended wine. So how do these differ? Hey guys, we're here in the welding lab at the ATC. I'm with Henry, Jacob, and JD. And Henry, you're the welding teacher here. A lot of new renovations in the welding lab. How has this helped your students? You guys are married, have, you know, a whole different life going on outside of musicals. What's it like to be part of this together? Hey guys, we're here at the dress rehearsal for Ballet Lubbock's The Nutcracker. I'm with Patricia and Deborah, and a lot of work goes into this. What does a typical dress rehearsal look like? Welcome back to Good Day Lubbock on this new year. From career-ending revelations to chaos at the Oscars, it was quite a year in the entertainment world. David Daniel takes a look back at 2017 in Hollywood. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
wow, that's incredible. There is so much talent in Lubbock. There really is. Just being out and about all the time, always meeting artists. Everywhere. Well, cheese lovers rejoice. A new study reveals eating cheese every day may help improve heart health. Tomorrow it's a Tone Up Tuesday, which I've been loving these. It's a new fitness place in town. It's called F45, so we're going to get the lowdown on how that is. I've heard it's really hard.
Yeah, that's over by our hood.
Yeah, really good workout, and they're doing like a free week or 2-week trial, so I mean, good to try out.
We'll check that out.
Stubbornness and optimism may be the keys to a long life. Instead, we decided to pack them all into one, highlighting some of the precious pets, unlikely friendships, and wacky wild animals. And on Valentine's Day, we can't forget the chocolate. And I want to point out real quick that if anybody's looking to swoon over their sweetheart this morning, you guys are open, ready to go. They can come get all of these ingredients. There's a big floral tent outside that's quick and easy, grab and go. You guys really have it all here this morning. I was pretty amazed when I pulled up. So how is this chocolate good for the heart? Because that's good for me.
That's what everybody wants to know, right?
And I'd say my favorite part of Valentine's Day is the sweet treats, Brenda. So let's start off this morning by talking about your favorite.
Yep.
Got to sneak in the fresh fruit. Yeah, it always kind of gets that rap of like, oh, pork, that's not as good for you as maybe like chicken or something.
Yeah.
Is that true?
No.
Okay, so we have some wine and some chocolate here this morning because pairing the two is always a good idea. But how do you know which chocolate goes best with which wine? Welcome back to Good Day Lubbock. I'm here in the Fox 34 Corner Kitchen with Brenda Doobie, and we have some nachos that we're making, Brenda. So we just took them out of the oven. What do we need to do next?
Okay, so here's the...
Many women face complications during pregnancy and while giving birth. I spoke with a local mom about how her and baby faced and overcame numerous obstacles. It's a Covenant Children's story of strength. It wasn't a typical 40-week pregnancy for Cannell Engel.
Whenever I was 24 weeks, I was high risk for delivering, and so they admitted me here to Covenant Women's and Children's.
That was due to a shortened cervix. Then 3 weeks later,
I was dilated to a 5, and I was about to deliver.
a preemie born 13 weeks early was sure to have issues. So Cannell Engel's doctor came into her room to do the one thing they hadn't done, give the first-time mom a little peace of mind.
He sat there on the bed and held my hand and prayed, and I will never forget that, and it's just something that's real special to me.
The NICU team and charge nurse Mandy Lee were ready.
Suddenly the emergency light went off, and we were able to send our emergency team up to the delivery because Knox was needing a little more support than what we had intended.
They were giving my baby chest compressions, and everyone's just acting like, hey, it's okay, everything's fine.
Cannell and husband Tyler knew they were in good hands.
I was going to be responsible for making sure that Tyler was updated and keeping him in the loop of what was going on and assuring him that Knox was going to be getting the best care.
After being born 13 weeks early and stuck in the birth canal, doctors wanted to check on Knox's soft spot.
Just to make sure there wasn't any bleed or hydrocephalus, which is really common in premature babies. And everything looked okay, but the report wasn't very clear, so the doctor wanted to go ahead and repeat it.
A week later, the family went from thinking,
At least it's not a bleed, at least it's not hydrocephalus,
to facing
a grade 4 intraventricular bleed with hydrocephalus, which is the worst type of brain bleed for premature babies.
Knox's head swelling continued to worsen, and he had his first neurosurgery at just 3 days old.
They decided to put in a reservoir. The best way to describe it is almost like a port, where it tunneled into his right ventricle, but it was covered by skin, so they could go in and poke a needle into the top of his head, and they were able to pull out fluid to help drain that hydrocephalus that wasn't able to drain on its own.
And there were additional challenges.
With a grade 4 bleed and hydrocephalus, it's 99% of the time you're going to need a VP shunt to drain it.
But since Knox wasn't 4 pounds yet, surgery wasn't an option. Knox needed a miracle, and he got one determined by his doctor.
He was just ecstatic. You know, he's like, it's not near as bad as we thought it was. Like, it's looking good. I don't think he needs a shunt. That was a big step in the right direction when we felt like everything was just, you know, chaos for a while.
During Knox's 93 days in the NICU, the family made bonds that they'll cherish forever.
We're able to pray with our families, and so I think that leads to lots of great relationships after the baby leaves the ICU.
Knox was able to have the reservoir removed at 11 months old. And now with the help of occupational, speech, and physical therapy, Cannell says the sky's the limit for Knox. He'll be able to live a full, normal life, spreading joy along the way.
This kid is the sweetest, happiest, most joyful kid I've ever been around. And I know I'm biased, but I even have people tell me, you know, wow, he is just such a joy to keep. You know, he just pushes me to be better and try to be a happy, positive influence on others too.
Knox turned 2 this month and is continuing to make strides in walking and talking each day. I'm Tierra Neubaum with Fox 34, Your Health.